Good morning. It's about 9 o'clock a.m., which I never come on in the morning, but I thought I'd see if anybody different would come on. So different times, see who I can reach out to. It's been, I hate using the word brutal, but it's been brutal. Symptoms are just beyond ridiculous, and they just keep getting worse. I'm at that point like a long time ago where I'm like, oh fuck, maybe I should start going back to specialist and making sure nothing else is wrong. I fucking know what the deal is, but geez. I mean, it's not far off from that time years ago. If this is all because of the flu and COVID, then I'm going to be in trouble for a long time because the odds of me not getting the flu and COVID again are pretty slim. So I guess we'll see. I'm going to have to be careful. But I'm always careful. But I could tell I typically get COVID and the flu probably from when I was out for work. Timing wise, it makes sense. It's like everything's just extreme to the point where it's like getting around is become really hard. I haven't been getting out for work, so I'm falling behind. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that because not working and I'm still getting worse being at home. So that sucks. It's kind of like a huge waste of time. At least like staying at home. Usually with waves, the longer I sit around, is the more my wave will calm down. But not now. I'll give you a rundown on the symptoms that are the most extreme. My head pressure. That was like stuff I got like when I first went into acute benzo withdrawal. It's the pressure in my head. It's not a headache. It's just this weird chemical pressure. I'm also getting pinpricks on my head, which isn't as bad today, but it's still there. And it feels like morphing mist around my head. I don't know how to explain that. Really unnerving and really uncomfortable. My anxiety is really high. Sometimes it's a little better depending on how much I distract from it. So I know that's aiding in everything getting a little worse. Akathisia is brutal. On the inside, it just feels like it's so much stronger. Like just like there's somebody inside me trying to push out of my skin. It's just a never-ending energy that's like pushing out on my skin. So the excitatory stuff is just crazy. My neuropathy is pretty bad. I can tolerate that though. But if I could get rid of the body symptoms and like my brain is just doing, a lot of the mental symptoms like DPDR and it's pretty heavy. Not as bad as it could be, but it's pretty heavy. The fog, it's pretty heavy. I feel like, how like old film projectors with film, my vision is more choppy. That's the way it used to be. So that sucks. I'm getting really heavy. My head's getting really heavy. So when I walk, it's always like, oh. There's some things that are not going on, which I'm pleased about. So, once I remembered, that's not happening. So that's good. But I take it one day at a time. I can't breathe well because of anxiety and symptoms. It's just overwhelming. I'm breathing fine. It's just, it feels heavy, My heart rate's good. I mean, for me, it's always high, but it's nothing different, which is great. I haven't tapered in like a year and 4 months, so that for Remeron, so that's not an issue. I almost feel like I missed a dose, maybe. You know, you just never know if you made a mistake somewhere other than getting sick from COVID and the flu. You just don't know. I mean, things always get better, but I just don't know how long. You know, it's a pretty nasty setback. And if I did something wrong, I have to be more vigilant. And I always am, but you know, when you start feeling better, you get a little less vigilant. I don't think I did anything, but I don't know. On my app that reminds me to take my Remeron every night, I went back and there was one night that I didn't press the thing to say that I took it, but I swear I did. Who knows? But if I didn't, that would be the reason why. But that's probably a 10% chance that that happened. Because it could make sense that I just like, you know, because it goes off every 10 minutes. Sometimes I get lazy and don't do it for another 10 minutes and I'll just forget to press it. But, you know, but it is a possibility. And that means I just went through pretty bad withdrawal and a good shock to my system from not taking the meds. But anyway, that's just a guess. Other than having the flu and the COVID. But it was weird because it came on so late. That's the only reason that kind of messes with my head. So I guess we'll see. I'm shaking a lot today, especially on the inside. It's like anytime I do anything, if I walk or do anything, my symptoms get a lot worse. So I've been trying not to do much at all, but I have to. I still have to work. I'm not going out till tomorrow in the morning, and it's been a week. So I gotta go. That's gonna fuck me up. And I dread it. I dread it because I'm already in such bad shape. It's like putting myself in a worse shape. But I gotta get out for my own mental health too. You know, there's a fine line, that's for sure. But my cup is almost full, and I never expected to be back in this situation. It's hard for me to believe it was just from COVID and the flu. And the only reason I say that is because nobody else has like gone into. I mean, I've seen a couple comments that say, "Yeah, I feel the same," but I don't see many people who are getting that sick and then going into these kind of waves. I mean, I've been off of benzos for 6.5 years, but I know I'm super fragile. But geez, kind of ridiculous, right? I don't know if I should start seeing specialists again or not, because I know they're not going to do anything, but it wouldn't be bad to like get rescanned and stuff just in case. The pressure in my head is weird, but it's very reminiscent of what I went through before, so that's not a surprise. If it was just pressure, I'd worry more, but since it comes with all the pin pricking and all that, it just yells nervous system. So, yeah. Anyway, that's my little update. I'll probably come on later. I like to try to waste time and distract, and that's pretty much why I come on. Good distractions for me and stuff like that. Get through my days better. So sometimes my videos might just be me shooting the shit again. You know, nothing important, but just, you know, shooting the shit. So anyway, take care. I see nobody comes on in the morning, so I will definitely probably not come on this time again, but you know, you never know. It all depends on what I feel like I want to talk about and whatnot. But I figured I'd give you a rundown on my most extreme stuff. So anyway, take care.